Osaka. That main event, I had this idea in the back of my head. I thought, yeah, Okada did it in 2012, but there is no way they're gonna do the same thing with Jay White. Because back in the day, it was a big risk, but it paid off at the end. But this time, they can't do the same. It's too soon for Jay White to win the IWGP Heavyweight title. But you guys know what happened. Yeah, this is Sergio Jordann from Dispatch Wrestling. Thank you very much for tuning in on our YouTube channel. This one is a special, as usually I do the reviews every Sunday, the usual podcast in which I cover everything, but for pay-per-views and special occasions, sometimes I put them on the YouTube channel, and this is one of them. Talk about timing. Jay White says that this is a new era, a cutthroat era, and it's happening. They want to start, something different going into New Japan. If I'm being honest with you guys, especially the last New Beginnings, the Road to the New Beginnings show, we have been seeing the same thing over and over again, especially the Suzuki-gun, the Los Ingobernables de Japón matches. It's just a combination of a couple of members going against each other. We even had singles matches like Sonata going against Suzuki. Also on the other side, you have the Okada Tanahashi, coalition being together, then going against the Bullet Club members. But this factor itself, I thought after the departures of those guys, like the Young Bucks, Cody, Kenny Omega, these big names that they left the company, I thought New Japan are short on talent. They need a new influx of talents coming into the company, but they had to pull the trigger. They did it here. It's kind of interesting. And it's going to be interesting, looking forward to what's going to come for New Japan. But let's dive into the show itself. The first match was Hiroyoshi Tenzan with Jushin Thunder Liger and Satoshi Kojima going against Minoru Suzuki, Taka Michinoku, and Iizuka. Suzuki-gun worked on the babyfaces for a while. Liger tried to chop Suzuki, but Suzuki was just enjoying it. Then Suzuki ran wild, tried to do the Gotch-style piledriver, but it got countered by Kojima. We see a brainbuster from Tenzan. Then Tenzan had a shirt, back in the day with him and Iizuka being a tag team together. He showed it to Iizuka to try to make him remember those good days that they were together. And as he was doing that, we see Minoru Suzuki trying to attack Tenzan with a chair. But before he hit him with it, Iizuka stopped him. He was grabbing the chair. The crowd loved this. They were like, Iizuka is gonna turn to the bright side and he's going to be a good guy now because he's retiring soon. And all of a sudden we see Iizuka taking the chair and waffling Tenzan with it. I think they're going to have a singles match in his retirement party, or his retirement, event that's gonna come up on the 21st of February. So he attacked him with it, and then Suzuki picked up Tenzan, and Iizuka attacked him with the iron glove, and they tore apart the Friends t-shirt that Tenzan brought for Iizuka. Wow. Evil and Sonata going against Shota Umino and Ayato Yoshida. It was a quick match with the Young Lions having a brief comeback with Shota doing a huge German suplex on Sonata, but the Los Ingobernables de Japón members won the match with the Magic Killer. Then we had Taichi, Kanemaru, El Desperado going against Tetsuya Naito, Shingo Takagi, and Bushi. We have seen a combination of these matches a lot now, and this is another one. Hopefully after this show they move on to new feuds. Suzuki-gun members were on the offense from the beginning as Naito was draped from the ropes and Kanemaru ran into him with a dropkick. Then we see Naito being draped again on the rail and Kanemaru jumped on it and nailed him with a leg drop. They worked on Naito for a long time that seemed like forever. Then Taichi took his pants off, did a buzzsaw kick, a powerbomb but was reversed into a Hurricane Rana, a spinebuster from Dispi, a combinación de cabron. He attacked Taichi in the middle of that too. A pumping bomber, and Destino for the win. Yujiro Takahashi and Chase Owens, they went against Tomoaki Honma and Yoshihashi. This had a really good back and forth, and the crowd took them time to get into it. We see a double team neckbreaker from the Bullet Club members, a combination punches for a near fall from Chase, a package pile driver on Honma for the win. Jeez, Honma, he just had a career-ending neck injury, and he's back now, but then Chase Owens gives him a package pile driver? Come on, can we be safe here? At least Chase Owens, when he was trying to do the package pile driver, he made sure that Honma's head wouldn't hit the canvas. Kota Ibushi came out and announced that he is staying with New Japan and would participate in the New Japan Cup. And the crowd cheered him like crazy. I had goosebumps just from the reaction of the crowd. You see ladies crying, babies they were kissed, and men had boners. All that good things, man. And Ibushi, first of all, I'm just happy that you're okay. And please do New Japan and AEW in the future. We still need to see a Kota Ibushi versus Kenny Omega match. Please. If I had a prediction for who would win the New Japan Cup, I should say, they should go with someone new. They're talking about the new era and everything. So it shouldn't be Tanahashi. It shouldn't be... I would love it if Kota Ibushi won it and then he went one-on-one with Jay White in the future, and which I think is very cool. But you should put this in mind too. The New Japan Cup, that will be the next event. And after that is the Madison Square Garden show. So I think if there is no shows between that, the winner of the New Japan Cup will face the IWGP Heavyweight Champion in Madison Square Garden. And who is better than Kota Ibushi? There is one other name, and that's Kazuchika Okada. That's it. So it's going to be either Okada and Kota Ibushi. But I would like it if Kota Ibushi won, even though he's a part-timer, and I know that New Japan doesn't push like part-timers there. So yeah, I think it's going to be Kazuchika Okada. GOD, Tama Tonga and Tangaloa versus Toru Yano and Toge Makabe. Guerrilla warfare started from the beginning as they attacked the babyfaces before the match started. Now the match started, we see a double team from the Tongans, a magic killer, but Makabe broke that up. Tama Tonga attacked Yano in the crowd, and in the process he found a lady's bag. He attacked Yano with it, then opened the bag to know what it is inside. I guess he didn't like what was inside it, so he emptied the bag, making everything that was inside it crash to the floor. The crowd hated this more than the Roman Reigns push. It was chaotic. Double clothesline from Makabe, then he got attacked by a kendo stick from Jado, then a gun stun, but Makabe, he's not legal. So the referee was down. We see a kendo stick attack also to Toru Yano's head from Tama Tonga, and a gun stun for the win. After the match, Tama Tonga used a kendo stick and attacked Yano and the Young Boys. This was amazing, Tama Tonga was on point with each attack. He also continued the attack on the ring announcer outside. He attacked a couple of cameramen as he was leaving. He also pushed one of the camera guys off the ramp. I'm sure he's going to be fined now because you can't do those stuff, Tama Tonga. But the bad guy stuff, I totally love it because he was doing the good guy stuff and it sucked in each match. It was just a comedy act, and now he's the bad guy, and that's all good with me. I hope he gets a singles push soon for the Intercontinental title. Come on, Tama Tonga versus Tetsuya Naito, that can be a great thing. Seriously, it can be a really cool thing. And they put that match on the Madison Square Garden show. Woo, that's going to be fantastic. Taiji Ishimori versus Taguchi for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title. Oh, this one exceeded my expectations. You see, the thing is, Taguchi does the comedy act even in the build-up. We have seen him do it. He was joking around in the Fantastic Mania tour as he was wearing an Egyptian mask, joking around while Ishimori was doing his best in his matches, and it felt like he was having fun with the CMLL guys doing some lucha libre. So the match started, and I was praying to God to get the serious Taguchi here. I do remember one of his matches with Kushida a year ago. That was phenomenal. I think it was in the Best of the Super Juniors tournament. Yeah. They had some great transitions in the match. They knew each other's moves, and Taguchi was an actual junior there. The match started, and I was like, oh man, okay, they're doing some moves. They're doing some stuff. This is serious. And all of a sudden, Ishimori does the Taguchi dance. And the look on Taguchi's face, you wouldn't believe it. It was a disgust. It was disgust all over his face. Even the crowd loved it. Taiji Ishimori was doing the dance moves to the point. The match got good then when Ishimori went knee first in the corner, but Taguchi moved away. So that was Taguchi's chance, cause his finisher is the ankle lock, and Taguchi applied it hard on Ishimori. But Taiji reaches the ropes. Now Ishimori does a bloody cross, but because his knee is hurt, he couldn't cover Taguchi. Taguchi connected with his inner Shinsuke Nakamura. We saw a Bomaye for a near fall. He applied the ankle lock, then a cross-leg ankle lock to the finish, and Ishimori was in so much pain that I thought he's just going to tap out. He didn't. Then Taguchi decides to pick up Ishimori, did the Dodan, and the match was finished, but Ishimori kicked out at the last millisecond. Ishimori then successfully delivers the double knees in the corner and a bloody cross for the win. This was great. Okada versus Bad Luck Fale. The match started 50-50 with Chase Owens and Yujiro Takahashi attacking whenever Bad Luck Fale distracted Red Shoes. We saw a back body drop from Fale to Okada, and Okada leaped into the sky and you would think he's not coming back. Thankfully, he just crashed into the canvas. Fale took control again. Okada did a shotgun dropkick, but he picked Fale, and I'm not kidding you, in an Alabama slam position, turned Fale to the side, and delivered a neck breaker. I mean, Okada's fucking powerful. We see a big splash from Fale for a near fall. Then we see a bad luck fall, but Okada pulls him to the rope. Top rope missile dropkick from Okada. Chase tries to help, but Okada took care of him. And then Fale pulled Red Shoes, and Okada attacked him by mistake. Yujiro did a fisherman suplex on Okada. Then a shining wizard from Chase Owens that took Okada's head off. Yoshihashi comes in for the save. Thank the heavens that Yoshihashi didn't fall down like last time and had a concussion. This time he came in smooth. We see a grenade from Fale, and I thought, fuck, he's winning the match, but Okada kicked out. Fale went to the top rope. Okada went up, grabbed Fale, and we see a huge superplex from the top. Rainmaker, then another Rainmaker for the win. I mean, Okada pulled a very good match from Bad Luck Fale, and that's tremendous. And in the main event, as much as this pains me, because for the listeners who listen to the podcast for a while, they know that I am a big Tanahashi fan. And for those of you who are new listeners, I say thank you very much for tuning in, but I'm gonna stay unbiased, reviewing this match. It was Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Jay White for the IWGP Heavyweight title. From the beginning, we see Gedo trying to interfere, but it didn't work. Tanahashi took care of him. Jay White did a Saito suplex to the outside that looked tough. Jay White worked on Tanahashi's knee for a while, then planted Tanahashi on one of the announcers' table. Tanahashi made it back into the ring as he was limping. A brainbuster from Jay White for a near fall. Now, all this time, Tanahashi was favoring his knee. And these are the small touches that you will never see these days. Like nobody sells anymore, but with Tanahashi, he knows how to tell a story in the fucking match, and that's why he's fucking amazing, and I love the dude. A high five flow to the floor. Gedo tried to interfere, but Jay White had a chair in hand. As Tanahashi ducked when Jay White swung the chair on him, Tanahashi pushed him into Gedo, and he rolled him up for a near fall. A high fly flow to Jay's back, and another one, but Jay moves away. Jay does Tanahashi's dragon screw to weaken his knee. The TTO, but Tanahashi reaches the rope. We see a Saito suplex, a Death Valley driver, and a Kiwi crusher, but Tanahashi kicked out all of them. A cloverleaf submission, but Jay reaches the rope. We see a Styles Clash from Tanahashi. A Blade Runner reversed into a Sling Blade. Tanahashi goes up, he does a high five flow, and in mid-air, Jay White turns that into the Blade Runner, and we have a new IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Again, we got a new miracle at the new beginning. I said this in 2012, it was Okada, and in 2019, it's Jay White. He is the new IWGP Heavyweight Champion. He celebrated after the match, and I was surprised that the crowd were just cheering him on. He said he doesn't care what the people think about him and what they talk about, behind his back. He is the new champion. He said he will do it, and he did it, and the crowd cheered him on. I was like, what the heck are you guys doing? So we go to the back. He did this backstage promo. He said he is the best wrestler in the world. And you can add in the sports entertainment too, in which I thought that was a great line. One of the reporters asked him who will be his opponent in the next shows. He said, what's coming up next? They said the New Japan Cup. And he said, what's after the New Japan Cup? They said the Madison Square Garden. So as I told you guys, the winner of the New Japan Cup most probably will face the IWGP Heavyweight Champion at the Madison Square Garden show. I would like it to be Kota Ibushi. But I don't think it will be. It will be Kazuchika Okada, most probably. But I will leave this to you. Who do you think will win the New Japan Cup and face Jay White at the Madison Square Garden show? Mention it in the comments below. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel. It will help us a lot. And you can check more content like this here on the side. Take care, guys.